The City of Sydney Council has come under fire after an email was leaked to the Daily Telegraph, allegedly showing an official reprimanding a parking inspector for not issuing enough fines. Is this just good management or a push to rake in more money? What do you think? For more, we're joined by NRMA spokesman Peter Khoury. Peter, good morning to you.
Morning.
It looks like it, it smells like it, it's got to be revenue raising.
Well, look, and this is a council that in 1 year managed to raise $36 million from parking fines. So it's not as if they don't know how to find their way to a good parking fine to begin with.
What do you think about this instruction, first of all?
Well, look, without knowing the specifics of the case, this strikes at the heart of a much bigger problem that we're hearing about in cities right across the country, and that is that for too many people, they see these fines not about making sure that people can get in and out of parking, which is what they should be about, but purely about revenue raising. And the good councils know that their parking officers can be their best PR asset. The bad ones haven't caught on to that yet. And unfortunately, for a lot of people, this will come across as, well, just proving their point.
Ultimately, in their defence, and I'm not one to defend these kinds of things because I've got pinged that many times for parking offences, it's not funny. However, ultimately, if you go and pick up your car before it expires, before the park expires, then you've got nothing to worry about, right?
And that is entirely what the public believes as well. But also there's that grey area that we keep hearing about time and time again. It's those times when you run back to the car, you're putting the groceries in, you think you've made it, you're about to leave and you look up and someone's standing next to you writing a fine. Now, they're the cases where, you know, it's time to show a bit of leniency.
Agree.
A couple of councils in Sydney have done something really smart here. What they've done is they've set up community panels. So if you get a fine and you want to contest it, you go to this panel. It's made up of members of the council and members of the community. Now, Parramatta and Hurstville have done this in Sydney. And it means that people get to go and state their case. As a result of this very sensible idea, Parramatta's parking fine revenue dropped 35%. Now, that's something all councils should think about doing.
Well, I think it's definitely a hot-button issue out there in the community, isn't it? Thank you very much for your time today, Peter. I appreciate it.
Yep.
And let us know what you think at home. Yeah, I think it's probably the cases, as he mentioned there, where these parking inspectors just sort of hover over you and wait for that time to expire and then they ping you. That's not cool.